What's going on, everyone? So in today's video, I'm going to talk about how insane the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Banlist will be. Of course, this is Banlist season, because Konami told us no sooner than January we're going to get the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Banlist. So to make this video a little different from all the Banlist videos you guys will be watching throughout the entire week, I'm going to be hitting it from 3 parts. First part is what will happen on the Banlist. Second part is my personal Banlist wish list. And the last part is y'all thoughts on the Banlist, because you guys already know I made a community post stating what do you guys think is going to happen on the next Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Banlist, and you guys have some awesome questions. So with all that being said, without further ado, let's begin. Starting off by saying, you guys can tell I'm a little sick, so my voice sounds a little scratchy. I'm trying to get over this cold, and I'm feeling a little bit better today, making a good video, which is one of the reasons why I haven't uploaded in like over a week. So let's just start off with what I personally think will happen on the next Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Banlist. And I'm going to go off back by saying Master Plan for Spiral will get banned. Here's my reasons. Okay, so you guys already know OCG and TCG both love to do similar kind of ban lists. Back in the day, OCG used to pretty much have their ban list and the TCG would copy their ban list verbatim. Nowadays, I noticed a trend where it's like the OCG and the TCG may have problem decks, like for example, Zodiacs last year, and then they'll hit the same deck in a different way. For example, they slaughtered Zodiacs this time last year on their ban list, and we gave the deck a slap on the wrist. So I noticed this time we did hit Spirals at the beginning of the format. The deck's still good, and I noticed this time in the OCG they kind of slaughtered the deck. They did Resort to 1. They banned Firewall Dragon. No, they limited Firewall Dragon to 1. They banned Ancient Fairy Dragon. I think TCG, they're gonna hit the deck in a different way, just to kind of experiment, because that's what OCG and TCG like to do. They like to have their differences in the ban list to say they're not the same meta, and they like to experiment to see which is the most optimal way to hit the deck. So a popular thing in the TCG, everyone wants Master Plan ban, so the deck can still be viable, just not OP. And in the OCG, they just say, you know what, we're done with this deck, we made our money, let's slaughter it and move on. I mean, outside of that, I don't really see TCG hitting anything else in Spirals other than Master Plan, because that's the popular card to hit, and it's completely different from the OCG. I definitely see for Pendulum Magicians. I believe they're going to get hit, and I believe it's going to get reverse of what happened last time. Last time the ban list happened, we got Wavering Eyes back to 3. We got Wisdom Eye back to 3. And I believe Konami or the TCG is going to see it as, okay, this deck is really powerful, and if we hit Spirals going into the 2018 format, we already know this deck would definitely take over. So let's just bring the power back a little bit and reverse it back what it was. So I believe either Wavering Eyes and Konami Eyes will get hit back down to 1 and or ban. Same thing goes for Wisdom Eye. I mean, the deck is solid without those cards, and those cards just speed the deck up. So I believe Konami will see it as, let's slow it down and not make it too overpowered. I mean, ultimately, they both need to get hit, and as you guys will see in my predictions, I definitely see for as Trick Stars, because everyone knows Trick Stars is a crazy deck. Konami Logic, Reincarnation down to 1. Now, I say Konami Logic because obviously that card is retarded, banish an opponent's hand, and get the special on the Trick Star monster out of the graveyard. It's insane. But the fact that Konami, the TCG, they like to put things down to 1 and play it safe, which I'm not one of those people like, if it's deserved to be down to 1, it needs to just get hit and or banned. No card should be down to 1. It should be down to either 1. It should be down to 2 or banned. What's the point of having it down to 1? You just made the card a luck set card. So I know Konami and the TCG love luck set cards. I could definitely see Trickstar Reincarnation be down to 1. I mean, the card is just dumb for what it does. Yeah, that's the only hit I think Trickstars would definitely get. Like, the deck is powerful, but I only see me losing to it because of Reincarnation. then you got to think about the Droll and Lockbird and Reincarnation combo as well. So that's neither here or there. Now, Grinder Golem for the TCG, I definitely see another card getting banned due to the fact that Konami and the TCG in the past have shown to hit ban cards before they get taken advantage of over in the TCG like they have in the OCG. Great example, they banned that one Earth guy that special summons Earth monsters out of graveyard. Picture up on the screen, can't think of his name right now. Prior to it getting its combos released over in the TCG. They also banned some ritual stuff that was going to be amazing in the TCG as well. Prior to it being able to be used, it was the Gishki stuff. They banned the Gishki stuff and hit it before you were able to do the whole Gishki hand loop stuff. So Konami and TCG have proven to us that they are willing to hit stuff prior to being broken. I think Grinding Golem is going to be one of those things that will be hit. Now, granted, people might say, well, Chris, the deck has not shown power yet, but I disagree because while it has not shown power yet, everyone knows the combos of the Grinding Golem, and Konami and the TCG might see it as, why keep this card that's not going to make us profit available to the player when we can just ban it and move on with our day. Yeah, the Grinder Golem is definitely going to get hit in the TCG ban list. There's no reason for Konami not to hit it based on the reasons I just listed. Now, the last card I think is going to get banned that Konami's going to do for TCG, they're definitely banning Max C. OCG gave it Max C down to 3. Over in the OCG, they unlimited Max C up to 3. I think Konami at the TCG is going to be opposite based on the Konami logic I just listed earlier with the Reincarnation. Like I said, Konami, OCG, and TCG like to experiment with different things. So since OCG got Max C back to 3, I definitely see a Konami toning down the power of the TCG hand traps and banning Max C, because honestly Max C is just a powerhouse in what it does. Like, I played locals today in my Spiral Mirror match. Game 2, my opponent went first, he beat me, set up an amazing board, opened no hand traps. In game 2, he opened Max C. I took the Max C challenge, made an amazing board. He had like a 30 card hand, and obviously I lost because he had a 30 card hand and he's playing freaking Spiral. So Max C is one of those cards, it either should be a 3 and or ban. I mean, ultimately, I would personally like to see the card either at 3 or ban. I mean, I really don't care for it. I think Max C should be banned because it's been around for so long and it's really good, but it's neither here nor there. I'll say that for my what I think will happen, or what I want to happen rather. And as far as cards coming back, honestly, when it comes to Konami, there's no way to tell what cards they'll bring back for the TCG. They're a little bit unpredictable. We might get Stratos back, but I'm just one of those things where it's like I gave up on Stratos coming back. But yeah, there's no way to predict what TCG will give us back. So what I want to happen. So now that I did what I think will happen out the way, I just want Yu-Gi-Oh! To have a fresh start for 2018. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Over the past 2017 year has been composed of pretty much 2 decks, Zodiac, Spiral. Now granted, I'm not gonna be one of those players that are crying about, oh my god, the format is retarded. The Spiral format is a little bit less cancerous than the Zodiac format, but unless you're playing Spiral, you're not gonna have a good time. You can kind of compete, but Spirals is so dumb because of the options they have. So I would personally like a fresh restart. I want a Yu-Gi-Oh! Purge, which probably will never happen, but you can pray, right? I think all hand traps should be done on 1 or banned. Ash, Ogre, Maxi, etc. Reason banned. I'm one of those people on the hand trap argument. I'm against hand traps. I miss Yu-Gi-Oh! When it was back, it was a 1-for-1 play. And okay, I'll give Ghost Ogre the benefit of the doubt because it's not that broken. And I gave Maxi the benefit of the doubt for its time. But Ash Blossom is a little too powerful for it being a 1-for-1, stopping decks in their tracks. I think the way the game is set up right now, it shouldn't be you have to play Ash Blossom or you lose. I don't really like the way that's played. I believe all the overpowered hand traps like Ash Blossom, Maxi, Droll, and Lockbird need to get banned and or hit down to 1. Preferably banned. Yeah, that's fine. I would like to get them banned. It would never happen, but a guy could pray, can't he? I want Firewall banned, Reason banned. It's too broken. The unlimited combos it brings out is ridiculous. Firewall Dragon is pretty much one of the reasons why Link Summoning is an unbalanced mechanic with the special summon ability from the hand, the recycle ability, and their bouncing ability. What is there not to like about it? I want reincarnation ban because of I'm not retarded, and I know Konami probably gonna hit down one. But why is that card a thing and banishes an entire hand? You can combo with cards like Dark Law, and not only do you banish the hand, you minus your opponent by one again. I mean, the list can go on for that from there. I mean, it's just a overpowered card for what it is. I mean, you guys can argue with me in the comment section down below. But with that being said, I think Trickster Reincarnation is a little too OP. We had card destruction banned for a reason, and it's the same concept as Trickster Reincarnation. Opponent hand disruption is a little too crazy, especially when it's in the trap card form. Now the last few things I'm gonna knock out in a little bit. So Scapegoat banned. I believe Link starters, cards like that, Scapegoat, Grinder Golem, and Blackwing Gofu all need to get banned. Simply due to the fact that they're all Link starters. We shouldn't have one card Decode Talkers. We shouldn't have one card Firewall Dragons, Barrel Load Dragons. Anything that you can make a Synchro, anything you can make a Link monster with one card definitely needs to be banned in my personal opinion. And that's pretty much it, man. I think a great purge and a fresh restarter for Yu-Gi-Oh! Would be great for the game. So right now I'm gonna switch over to what you guys think on the community tab. All right, everybody, we're on the community tab, so let's see what y'all talking about. So I posted this an hour ago, and I picked what y'all want to hit on the next CCG ban list. Rafael Espinosa said he wanted Grinder Golem gone, Resort to one, Pendulum Graph to one, Firewall to one, Free Stratos, of course, Construct to one, and Reincarnation to one as well. Now, I could definitely see Construct coming back down to one. I don't really see Shadows doing much of anything in any format. Even with their Link monster, I mean, it could do a little bit of damage, but I think it'll still be a roguish deck. The way Yu-Gi-Oh! Is seen right now, it's definitely too fast of a game. Pendulum Graph down to one, that's hitting Pendulum Magicians. I mean, the deck got to get hit any kind of way. So yeah, Firewall to one is definitely based on what the OCG did. Same thing with Resort and Grinder Golem. So yeah, shout out to Raphael. Good response, bro. Mickey Velos says Resort to one, Hand Traps to one, Pendulum Graph to one. Keep in mind, I'm a Pendulum player. Trickstar Reincarnation down to one, Firewall to one, Free Karen, Free Stratos, Semi-Limited Wavering Eye, Semi-Limited Harmonizing the Magician. Fair enough. I mean, but him being a Pendulum player, he definitely see time Pendulum Graph to one as an issue. That card is an issue, so I don't blame him. When the card is pretty good, then Firewall to one, Free Karen, Free Stratos. I don't know about Karen. I got nightmares of that card. So yeah, keep Karen on the ban list. Give me Stratos back. And I want Wavering Eyes. I don't want Screw. I'm semi-limited in that card. But moving on. Alpha Sapphire said Fremont N-word Stratos. I want them free too, but I don't count on it, knowing Konami had a TCG. Cosmo Dank Destroyer said Grinder Golem gone, I guess. So yeah, I don't blame him for that one. Jeb's gaming and unboxings. He just wants all the hand traps hit. Yeah, I don't blame him. Mr. B says, hey, my boy Construct off the list. Damn, you shot all players are loyal. Freezing, Yu-Gi-Oh! Said hand traps and spirals. Okay, I can see that. Mass Duelist 13 said Mirror Force. Man, I mean, the card's like potential necro for your opponent. Yeah, I disagree with that. I mean, Mirror Force really ain't doing nothing. So, I mean, but he's entitled to his own opinion. Darker Saxon 2086 said Spirals and Trickstars. Yeah, I mean, everyone agrees Spirals need to get hit. So, see, Dom's Hucker says Spiral and Pendulum Magicians. Michael Tuttle said anything Spiral. And Jaren said hand traps and back row destruction and bearing compulsory bottom back to 2. Now this is interesting. I would love to see these cards back to 3 actually. It'll bring Yu-Gi-Oh! Into a fun time. I miss the times of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's just like a 1-for-1 battle where you try to out +1 your opponent and get the advantage of your cards like compulsory and bottomless. So I could definitely see that being a thing if Konami was trying to make a healthier card game. So this was the community response portion of the video. Post your thoughts and opinions about this video in the comment section down below. I mean, what do you guys think should hit on the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list? I want to hear your thoughts. So with all that being said, man, this is Innovation YGO, and I'm signing out. Peace, guys. Stay innovative. Deuces.